Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for pulling up and clicking the play button. Hopefully, you hit that like button as well and the hype button or whatever you got to hit. Share it if you love it later on. All right, guys, I wanted to show y'all something. You saw the title and you saw the thumbnail. Check this out. When I was cleaning up my house to get it ready for selling, these are what I found. Obama newspapers. I have a ton of them. When Obama won, we made sure that we went to the store and we bought as many newspapers as possible to mark that moment, because we were super proud Democrats in my household. We have a poop ton of these daggone newspapers. And we even got one with him with a Superman cape on. This event was huge for the Black community. So I went out of my way to show my appreciation by getting all of these newspapers, by getting a laminated Obama dollar bill that was a $100 bill that was laminated, and some other ways to have keepsakes to mark the moment that we now have a Black president in our country. And all I got out of that was Gay Pride Month. And I was pissed. So I changed from Democrat to Republican on my voter registration. So when I went to go vote after that, I would get dirty looks every single time I would go. They would look at my registration, then look back at me. They'll look at my registration, then look back at me and wonder, why is this Black man standing in front of me with the Republican voter registration in Maryland? Well, that's because I was actually paying attention at that moment. Before that point, I wasn't paying attention to politics at all. I really wasn't. And I was Black everything. Didn't know a whole bunch of white people. I used to say in my videos that we had no white people in our neighborhoods, but then I realized that we did have a white family that was a white woman who was married to a Black man, and they had a whole bunch of mixed kids, and they actually owned the apartment complex in the area. And they were very well known in the area too. I mean, they were hood. They wasn't like lily white people. They was like hood whites, because they Black family and all that other stuff mixed. But it was awesome. But other than that, we didn't have any white people in our schools. We didn't have any white people in our areas, and I wasn't familiar. So I was taught to hate white people by people who believed that in order to build up the Black, the Black people in the Black community, we have to put down the white community. And that happened a great majority of my life. And I knew then that Democrats were the only party that will take care of us and that will help us out and that will listen to us and that will speak directly to us and through us, by way of mainstream media, mostly NBC. And then I learned that was a lie. So I started to pay more attention. Now, the reason why I voted for the very first time Republican was how Joe Biden, the Biden administration, took complete disadvantage of our country. They opened up the floodgates and allowed millions of illegal immigrants into this country without taking care of actual American citizens who were broke, busted, and disgusted, who had nowhere to live. They were putting immigrants inside of shelters. They was putting them inside of new apartments. They were putting them inside of hotels marked out just for them. They were putting money in their pockets, spending money. They was giving them goodie bags with all of the toiletries that they needed. But there was still American citizens, even ones that fought for our country. I'm talking about veterans that fought for our country, who was homeless, living on park benches or underneath bridges or inside of subway stations, wherever they can sleep, wherever they can find a meal, or they was just laying their head wherever they possibly can. But the Biden administration was only taking care of their new voters, the people that they was trying to turn into voters, the people that they was trying to boost the economy with by putting money in their pockets and just letting them go out there and spend. And this right here, to me, was extremely disrespectful. It showed me how the Democrats was taking clear advantage of certain communities for a long time. And then Barack Obama, all he did was give us Gay Pride Month. I don't celebrate Gay Pride Month. I'm not gay. I'm not prideful of the gays. I love some gay people who are my family members, and I might even have some friends that played like they was straight their entire lives, but when they got older, and I'm not naming anybody, but I'm sure some of my people from around my way, they know some of them that I'm talking about. But being gay back in the day was frowned upon. Today is not. It's lifted up. Like, you get extra credit, you get extra points if you're gay. And a lot of people are moving in that direction. As a matter of fact, you get bashed if you say something negative about the gay community. And I don't anymore. I used to talk stuff about everybody, but certain groups I don't even say anything about because it became overly sensitive. And that's why we don't have any real comedians that talk about everything and everybody now, and just keep it at comedy, because everybody's overly sensitive and you have all of this fake outrage depending on which side is targeted in the comedy skits. So just wanted to point out that I believe that I might be a conservative Democrat. How do I believe that? I believe that because some of my points that I hold true to me are still frowned upon by my conservative base. Sometimes I would try to communicate how my friends, relatives, or old co-workers are dealing with certain issues as Democrats, because they're losing their jobs through DEI programs, or they're losing opportunities to get grants and loans through DEI programs, or whatever the case may be, or they feel like they're being targeted because they were with a political party who did nothing but placate to them, lie to them, and promise them things for them being black and being women or being gay. And they were then taken advantage of by those same people, but they always looked at them as the party for them because the majority of us vote in that party. And I had to make a decision, and I chose to back President Trump. And I'm excited that I did, because I'm getting exactly what I wanted. What did I want? I wanted him to fix up this immigration situation. I wanted him to deport as many of these folk that was not willing to play ball, the people that did not want to go and get their paperwork situated, the people that did not want to live a life without committing crimes in our country. Those people, I wanted to be out of here immediately, because it was like a slap in our face, our faces, what the Biden administration did to us. So I wanted to see that fixed. Also, I got tired of hearing these certain communities, the LGBTQAI plus community, the whole educational system, trying to force feed our children gay propaganda, even by putting certain books in elementary schools that do not meet their level of maturity. You will have men kissing men or women kissing women, or them just straight up discussing sexual situations in the gay community in books that they will put in elementary schools and middle schools all throughout our country. And I had an issue with that. They were removing Bibles and scripture and the 10 Commandments from schools, but they were replacing them with gay pride flags and posters and all these things. And I didn't like that at all. They were replacing they was trying to put men in women's locker rooms. They was trying to put boys in girls sports. They was just completely disrespecting our women and making things less safe for our women and children. And I didn't like that. And as a man who consider myself to be a leader, not only of my own household, but of just of this platform, and I might, I don't know if I'm not coercion, but I believe that I am I don't know what I'm looking for right now, but I tried to be a leader. That's it. So I voted the way that I voted, and I'm happy that I did, because we're starting to see the United States look like the United States again. We're starting to see us show ourselves mighty again, and I'm appreciative of it. Now, I do realize that I rub some people the wrong way, and I do that on purpose. Why? Because I'm not trying to appease anybody. I'm just trying to speak as truthfully as I possibly can, because I thought that was accepted on these platforms. So I try to do just that. But if it's not, and you get offended, then that's completely on you. I have nothing to do with that whatsoever. But I did want to point out that sometimes you're going to hear some thoughts. You're going to hear me take positions that might be more Democrat than it is conservative, because I've been a Democrat my entire life. And for that, I still consider myself to be a conservative Democrat. I just don't vote Democrat anymore, because I realize all of the ways that they intentionally try to take advantage of us ever since Lyndon B. Johnson, ever since Margaret Sanger and Hillary Clinton loving on her like this is the person that she wanted to be. And the United States, well, a lot of people try to keep that information away from us so that we not vote that way. But when I found out why Planned Parenthoods were around blue cities or around urban cities where usually black people live, it clicked that what Margaret Sanger was saying was actually true. She was trying to exterminate the black race. And the fact that Hillary Clinton said that she was one of her favorite people of all time, and she looked up to her, and she tried to model her, that told me a lot. And then I learned a lot about the Bidens. I learned a lot about the Obamas, and I still stand as a conservative in that regard. But as far as still having my ear to the street and listening to my family and friends and coworkers or associates, yeah, that's where the Democrat side comes in. So hopefully this helps somebody. Y'all let me know whatever y'all want me to know in the comments below. And if you have yet to hit that subscribe button, please make sure you do so on your way out the door. Once again, guys, I am coaching people on YouTube. Would love to coach you too, because we are making some great things happen. I'll see y'all in the next video. Love you. Peace. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have, trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.